Indigenous groups in Thompson, Manitoba are all together organizing an all-day celebration for National Indigenous Peoples Day. The festivities began with the Sunrise Ceremony, and look who was there. Janet, well, there are some of the pictures from what just took place. Janet Stewart with us this morning, who was there for the ceremony. Great to see you, Janet. Tell us all about what's underway there.
Well, we started, just as you mentioned, Heather, here on Treaty 5 territory in Thompson with a ceremony inside this beautiful teepee. And I was actually part of the group that helped set that teepee up last night. What an honor that was. We weren't allowed to photograph it, but I learned that each one of those poles has a different lesson, a different teaching that goes with it. Teachings about love and obedience and honor and hope and community, all the wonderful foundational principles that First Nations families have believed forever, and that sadly residential schools tried to tear away. But this is a day of hope and of rebuilding and of reclaiming that culture that has been so resilient. The ceremony today, the Sunrise Ceremony, was led by Elder Jack Robinson, who told us a story of being very sad when he was a little boy. His grandfather had left. Men had come in canoes, taken his grandfather away for 2 weeks. He was certain that they had gone hunting without him, and he was very sad that his grandfather hadn't taken him with him. Well, it turns out his grandfather and the other men were going far away to practice ceremony. They wanted to have Sundance ceremonies and pipe ceremonies and all the ceremonies that are so important to them, but that were illegal at the time. It was actually against the law to practice Indigenous faith. So they would go away and come back. Well, luckily, that resilience that we've seen so often in First Nation and Indigenous families across this country existed in the Robinson family. The grandfather passed on his knowledge and his faith to his children and his grandchildren, so that Elder Jack Robinson was able today to welcome more than 20 people into that teepee and teach them a little bit about what it means for him to have this day and to welcome the sun and to thank the Creator for another beautiful day on Mother Earth. This is going to be a very joyous day here in Thompson, and my goodness, the weather is cooperating just beautifully. It was raining yesterday, and the forecast for days has said we were going to have rain today, but look at it. Gorgeous sunshine, so bright the sun. I need these sunglasses so I'm not squinting all over the place. 21 degrees. Absolutely beautiful day ahead.
That is perfect. You know, this is a day for listening to stories, and you've shared some beautiful ones with us already. Look ahead to the rest of the day and what's in store there in Thompson, Janet.
We have a huge celebration ahead for us. There is going to be a choir of local school children singing O Canada in Cree. They've been practicing that. We're going to have traditional dancers, beautiful regalia, and there's actually an opportunity for the entire community to come together to help make jingle dresses. It would take too long for everyone to make their own jingle dress, so they decided as a community they would make two: a red jingle dress to honor missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, and an orange jingle dress to honor all the residential school survivors and the children who did not survive, who did not come home. So that will be a wonderful event too for everyone who wants to go over and to sew one of those jingle triangles of tin or aluminum onto those beautiful red and orange dresses, which then will travel and represent this day at other ceremonies.
Look forward to the pictures of that as the day continues. Janet Stewart, host CBC News Winnipeg. It's always great to see you, Janet. Thank you so much